What is happiness? What do you think is happiness? Well, let me give you a definition of happiness. Happiness is an emotional state. It includes positive and pleasant emotions. It can be also used in the context of human satisfaction and well-being. Well, if you will ask me what is happiness for me, then I must say happiness is a choice. Yes, I know you've heard it from other people, from other sources, but when you heard it from them, did you chose or have you chosen happiness after hearing it from them? Well, if you did, then good for you. And if you not, you should hear me out. And if you have chosen happiness after hearing it from them, then you should hear me out on why you should continue to choose happiness. According to Aristotle, happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and the end of human existence. If you are having a profession, a job, or a work that is not giving you happiness or does not make you feel satisfied, then stop that. That is not the meaning and the purpose of your life, right? Let me give you a personal experience. When I was 15 years old, I was rushed to the hospital and was operated. Yet, and in that operating table, I was so afraid. It was that day that I was rushed that I will be operated on that day. And I was so afraid of dying. And the nurse there, I asked the nurse, I said, am I going to die? And she laughed at me. But I was so serious that time because I don't know if I would die in that moment. And she said, why would you think about negative thoughts that you would die instead of thinking that how good it will make your body or will stop your pain you're feeling right now if you will undergo that operation? And I was looking back then and said, yeah, that made sense. Why would you think or why would you choose to think negative and you could have just think of positive? And that is choosing happiness, right? And after that experience, I realized that I should die with no regrets. I want to die with no regrets. Wanna know why? Because they say that when you are in your final moments of life, you will experience or you will have memories that will flash back in your mind that will give you memories from your childhood. And I want every memory that will put in my mind that says that I chose happiness. I did chose happiness. I want to die like that. I don't want to have that same same mindset or same thinking when I was in that operating table. I was like, I should have done this, I should have done that, I should have told them that, I should have, but I want to die with no fear of dying, right? And even though I will choose happiness every day, I know that sadness, anger, fear, or other feelings will always come to me even though I didn't invite them. I didn't ask for them, but they will come. It could be because of rejections, because of the loss of someone or the death of loved ones. Yeah, and that is the reason why it's okay to feel not okay. And the courage, you have the courage. How would you pass that phase of sadness to achieve happiness, to choose happiness? It is your courage to share that experience or to share that emotions with other people, such as families, friends, or even doctors if you feel depressed. And that you should congratulate yourself. You should pat yourself and says, we did a good job. We did a good job in choosing happiness, in exerting effort. You know what's not okay? It's sitting there, sitting in the darkness of sadness, doing nothing, right? That is not okay. According to the social weather station, they made a Filipino happiness survey and says 44% of Filipinos are very happy and 49% says fairly happy and 8% says they are unhappy. And now ask yourself, where do you categorize yourself? And if you categorize yourself with fairly happy or unhappy percentage of this survey, aren't you going to do anything? Aren't you going to choose happiness? Let that sink in. Ladies and gentlemen, this life is 100% your responsibility. It's either you choose happiness or you will not live a good life. Thank you.